busy trying to get shit back together in my life. Oh, I think I should have sworn, but well, too late now. Be quiet. So, legacies. Notice the title of the video. Do you have one? This is a standing question of mine since the beginning of all this legacy crap. Now, people have been wanting the legacies gone for a long time. And, you know, that's all well and good. Now, as an owner myself of at least 3 legacies, here's one for instance, just to, so, you know, if anybody wants to call me biased, you go right friggin' ahead. I don't really care. I'm level 1037, so that means I've been around a long time. I wasn't around when these weapons dropped in the game, but I was around not long after. It was when I started in the wastes. Now, my only complaint here is, if you really think that legacy should be removed because of toxic players, wouldn't that mean a lot of things should be removed because of toxic players? I mean, I'm not even going to get into how many things there are. And, you know, if you play this game, you know some of the things that toxic players do in this community. And you think that getting rid of legacies is going to stop toxic players? No. Never. Toxic players will just find another way to kill the queen very quickly, whether it be there's ways, you know, hailstorm of mini nukes or whatever. Point is, nonetheless, I own 3 legacies. My first ever one that I owned is a ultrasight. It's actually a rare one, is what I was told. It's a bloody ultrasight explosive laser rifle. Now, I kill a lot of stuff with this, but it will not kill the queen. No way will it ever kill the queen. It does a bit of damage to her, but it won't kill her. Maybe with maybe if the rifle was suppressed, maybe you could get more damage output, but it's just not possible with that weapon. Now, the flamer does some serious damage, the explosive flamer. Maybe I still have it on me, excuse me. I have a lot of stuff, a bit of a hoarder, really. And a bloody connoisseur at the same time. So, everybody thinks that we should just get rid of them. How many of those people that say they want them gone actually own a legacy? That's my question. Because I mean, if you don't own a legacy, then you're just a whiny prick who never got one and is probably having a hard time getting one. Ergo, so the plan is, or the idea is, let's make it so nobody can have them. Okay, how does that make any sense? So you'll never have your chance? I was level 500 by the time I had my first legacy. People hoarded them. It was pretty much it's a rite of passage in this game to get your legacy. You know? So most of you who probably want these legacies gone are just pip asses that just popped in, new player or in the new kind of frame of player. And I'm not saying all he is. Maybe there's some good ones. Maybe there's some people who just don't care. But anybody who's actually going out of the way to try to have him removed, well, it's ridiculous. Oh, there it is. Right there. Explosive, but it's ultra sight. That's the difference between it and the others. Now, I am absolutely ready and prepared to lose them. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. I have many weapons. You know, see how it's see how they're green. See how they spark green there? They're all green. That's the ultra sight. So yeah, take them. I don't give a shit. Take them, break them. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me, really. But what does matter to me is a bunch of whiners getting their way, just like they always do this day and age. You know, any of us who have these, yes, some of them are duped and some of them are given by friends. But in a lot of cases, there's a lot of people who had to work and grind and find the right person and even get fucking ripped off and fucked over. Right? There's a lot of cons out there, you know, frickin' conning people with legacies. I've been there a couple of times, and I know other people have too. It happens, especially in the old days when the trading stuff wasn't as good as it is now. Just get rid of them, you know. Oh yeah, just drag them out, because the only question I will ever ask in argument is, do you have a legacy? Do you own one? Because if you don't own one, then you do not really have a say over whether everybody else should have one. There's a community in this game that was here long before most of you guys popped in. Like, that's the truth. You know, whether or not people want to say it, there's a lot of YouTubers out there, and there's some that got some stuff to say. I love Decoy's Dungeon. He's probably the most realist about this whole thing. You know, and everybody else is just kind of just spreading the news and they're on board. But, you know, and then there's a couple of choice others that are against it. But it still needs to be said. The only reason why they're getting removed is because, and I don't care, you can't tell me otherwise, is because of whiners that want everything handed to them for nothing. And whiners that don't have a legacy. And that's all this is. That's all it is. And Bethesda, you're an old school company. Stick to what you guys do. Don't give the baby their bottle. Make them grind, just like you did us. You know, like... we all earned those weapons, one way or another. And whether you guys have decided to not do it, I know you postponed it, but that's postponed. Now, I don't know if that's a definitive thing and you guys are just going to not do it at all, which is great. But it's still kind of in the air. And with it just being hanging in the air like it is, I got to say this. I got to say this stuff. I feel like it should have been said a while ago by a lot of people. You know? There's people out there that are like, oh, good, they're getting removed. They'll be balancing the game. Are you fucking kidding me? Balance? Oh, my God, what a joke. And you believe that when that is removed, there'll be some sort of balance in this game? Oh, my God. Okay, you know, you can build your build, okay? You can build your build, okay? You go ahead. You put on your... You put on your fucking... put on your damn rifle cards, just like I got them right here. Rifle cards, right? Your automatic, put on tank killer, put on whatever else you need. Do whatever else you want. But you know what you will never do? You will never outmatch this, right here. You won't outmatch this. Even after the legacies are all gone. The bloody explosive fucking handmade. You're not gonna trump this. With the only thing that stands with this is anti-armor, in my opinion, and that's it. That's it. So, and yeah, there's no... The anti-armor isn't asking you anything. But Furious isn't going to do what it needs to. Instigating, executioners... What exactly do you call balance? Because with different builds, there is no balance. Guess what the fucking balance is, right? My build, bloody builds are the balance. We are the power. We have the power, right? We hold every weapon we hold. And when the melee weapons were still as much damage as they were, people weren't running around with a furious meat hook. They were running with a bloody meat hook, killing the queen, right? So, bloody is the ultimate thing. And everything else is just kind of below it mostly. Right? So, what balance are you talking about? What balance? I want to know. I want to know what balance. Seriously. What balance? And if you if you think for 1 second that it's easy to be a bloody build, let me just incite you on how much it takes, okay? Obviously, the health is an obvious thing. But do you know how much time it takes to get a set of armor? Especially, like, in the beginning. What's like to set up your armor, get a good weapon. Shit takes time. Man, there was a time when you wouldn't see a legendary for, like, felt like ever sometimes. So, look, you can be, like, all detestable or whatever. Comment whatever you want. I want to see your opinions, but I'll tell you. You can't tell me that the majority of people that want the legacies gone, okay, are people who own them. Just you can't prove it. There's no way to prove it. It's pretty friggin' obvious too, in my opinion. So, go ahead, get rid of them. Throw them away. The only thing the real truth is Bethesda actually thought about it. And looks like they're backpedaling. So, let's hope that's the case. And like I said, I was full ready to lose him on the, I guess it's the 6th here or whatever. Or this too. Tomorrow. I was totally prepared to lose him tomorrow. I was trying to burn up my ammo and fucking... Well, I doubt they are going to get rid of him, because all in all, it's not really that fair. It isn't. I mean, when you weigh it out like that, I mean, who wants them gone? Do they own one? Probably not. So, how can Bethesda actually take something from players that have literally been here since even the get-go? Paying money. Most of us are firsters. Like, you don't, yeah. It's one thing to cater to the new community and try to get new players. It's another thing to hate on your actual community, and they don't. I don't feel like they're going to do that to us. That's why they backpedaled. So anybody who wants to comment, please do. I hope you do. And I hope you have a great day. And to all you high levels, all you legacy owners. Keep having a good time. Don't be toxic, and maybe they'll fuck off, huh? Maybe they'll shut up. Because, you know, let's be honest. How many people are actually that toxic these days with them? You know, I even heard people say they were thankful when they don't have to spend 20 minutes at the Queen. So, have a beautiful day. Peace out. Loudmouth out.